My father is an retired Air Force man, and my mother is a retired teacher. And I got my sibling. One of my siblings is my brother. He's doing in a business, and I'm the second child. I completed my nursing in 2000. So before that, in my schooling days, I interested in the art, music and art. So my mom took me to the school, dance school. So I started to learn the cultural activities and the Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi, all the Indian classical dances. That's what I started my interest in the music and art. Then I was practicing all dance forms until I became a nurse. I completed my graduation in nursing in Mangalore University in Karnataka. It's a 4-year course. I did BSc nursing. In that 4 years time, during that time, I was doing interested in the music and art and dance. So we have a lot of stage performance that time. Then I finished my course in 2000. Back home in India, we work in the district hospitals, in the government hospitals. So we have a well experienced doctors and nurses. We trained you all the nursing cares. Then I see all the cases from the little wound to the big cases in the district hospitals. The 4 years of the studying in BSc nursing that make me my life, well experienced. Yeah, the 4-year course program. Every year we have each year we have one in community. We need to service in the community. The second year we have to be in the hospital. The third year is a combined of the community and the hospital, and the fourth year is completely in the hospital. So it's like a 4-year program. So when you come out from that, you are well experienced because you work in the district hospital, you work in the community homes. That's what the programs for the nursing courses in India.
Okay, and going back to your dance and how did did you go to classes or how did it work?
In my early schooling days, when I was in 3, one of my school teacher found my desire to the dance and the arts. So she recommended to my mom that she's I sent her to this dance school and to learn her more. So my mom take me to the dance school in that age. So that I started to be interested in the classical dances. So I practiced and learned it until I become a nurse.
And how did the classes going on? Was that a teacher in front of you and he was beating?
Oh yeah, it's very disciplined. In India, that very disciplined dancing school. So you have to be in the right time. You have to be there, and to be very strict. So the teacher will, we do in the very not a friendly manner, in a scared manner. Like we were. So we don't want to miss the class. So we go in every weekend. Saturday and Sundays. So then we'll remember the lessons before we go to the school. So I think in the disciplined manner I learned the dance.
Okay. And then you joined the nursing as a profession, as a nurse.
Yeah.
And then why did you stop then music and dance?
I finished my course in 2000. Then I joined in India in one of the hospital in Bengal for 2 years. Then that time I had a couple of times to perform in 2 or 3 times in one of the program in the hospital. Then the nature of my practice, the nature of the job, we weren't able to continue the profession. I'm very passionate about my dancing, but I couldn't continue because of the job, the lifestyle, the work pressure and things. So I never get a chance to do in India. So when I come here in 2002, I have a couple of opportunities to perform in the UK, but I couldn't do the practice or continuing my dancing because of the job and the nature of the work and the lifestyle of the UK.
Can you tell us from what kind of community you are in Kerala? So of course, that's important for everybody in Kerala. What community you're from, and what was the was it specific for you? You know, so what did you take from your community?
Yeah, I think where I lived in the Malabar region, we are very rich in cultural activities, folk dances, and all the art forms. So it's in, and we have 2 or 3 temples near my home. So every time it's we born and we build up we build up like the rhythm of the music. So that's the thing we are how that's the thing how I entered to the music and art forms. Then gradually I developed my skills, which one I like it, so I perform in the dance. Dance was my likes. So
But I'm seeing the Christmas tree next to you. Are you from the Christian community? So
oh yeah, I'm from the yes, I'm from the Christian community. In the church, we have every year we have a church the festival in every year. So even though we have I born as a Christian family, we have a multicultural things in my neighbors, my friends, and all are in a different community. So we all mix together. So we all celebrate our own all the celebrations. So like Onam, Christmas, Eid, everything we celebrate together. So that the church even every year in the church we have a celebration. So we used to call the Chanda team, all the music teams from the Hindu temple to come to our place. So they do the play. So we've been all of us been part of that thing. So.
And of course, Malabar is also important center of the Muslim community. Did you also have any interaction with the Muslim community?
Yeah. I used to play in my school days the opana, daf moot, like we practiced together. And my mom is a teacher also. She's also part of the cultural activities. So she's also very interested in all the things. So I go with her, and to be part of all the community programs like opana, Tiruvadirakali, the dramas, yeah, and some folk dances like Kathakali. We used to watch everything.
And you had also friends from all kinds of community and
yes, I have all together. We play together all the art plays we do.
Why did you come in this country?
Came to UK. It's because of my profession, and upgrade my economic status and my professional development. Back home, we don't see many of this the development of the nursing, and we are not supported very well from anybody. Here we are supported like the organization, the community, the nursing professionals. So we have autonomous. We are autonomous here more than back home. So my nursing, what I want to do, like a developmental career. So that's helped me to come to UK. That thought helped me to come to UK.
But everybody says the Kerala nurses are the best nurses in the world. So there must be a reason that it can't be so bad there.
Yeah, I think we are more dedicated and very passionate about the job. So that's what I found in my colleagues and me, and so that helps. That helps to survive wherever you go. So I think that's the reason we are the best.
Okay, and then you started here. What happened here when you arrived here?
Yeah, I came.
The early days.
Yeah, I came to UK in November 2002. Then I started a job in a nursing home with elderly care. So I started my career progression in UK like that. So then I started to be I did some of my ITU courses, some of the training I did in UK. So I became an ITU nurse in 2004. I joined the National Health Service that time. I I work in different kind of like respiratory ward, all the post-operative, all the theatre and everything. Then I end up in a ICU, which is my specialty. So I have a wide range of experience in every aspect of the medical field.
ICU means?
ICU, yes.
What does it mean?
Intensive care unit. They call intensive therapy unit here. So we have medical, cardiac, and neuro, different kind of intensive care we have in UK. So I worked in all of the department. Then I'm continuing. I love my job. I'm continuing as a intensive care nurse specialty, especially in this climate, in this pandemic time. We are the main backbone of the National Health Service.
And what was the difference when you came here? The main difference when you arrived here? I mean, in concern of the job and the nursing home or the hospitals, what was the main difference?
They always treat you as compared to India. They always treat you as yourself. Like they always listen to you. They listen to you, and they give you the they give you the respect mainly compared to the Indian nurses in what we feel in India.
And there they treat you as a kind of helper for the doctors and.
In India, that's why they treat the nurses like helpers of the doctors. But here we are more autonomous. People respect you, and we can give, we can advise, we can be advocate to the family, for the doctors, and every. So it's and the care also in a very sensitive manner for the patients and the family towards the family. So. We in a compassionate way in the care, we're providing the care in the compassionate way. So I think that's the reason I chose in UK.
And what about your colleagues?
I think my colleagues have the same experience, and some of them are very good in with the career development because the career progression they helps here than in India. So you can choose whichever you want if you are interested to choose the way you want to be. You can be a bedside nurse, you can be a management, you can be in some other teaching. So whichever the way you want, you have a lot of way to in this country. You can develop your career.
And did you have to go to different places to work, or you are still working in the same place as you came here? Of course not the nursing home, that was at the beginning, but then you went to the hospital.
Yeah, I started in Kent, my ICU specialty there, and then I have to move on to the big ITUs to get more experience and see the more different cases. Then later I travel. I try to do in all the places, like a contract job. I do all over the UK, wherever they need ICU nurses. I start my career like that.
So you're basically kind of independent and.
I'm independent.
Right. That means you work for yourself actually as a.
Self-employed. Yeah.
Right, and then they ask you, can you go there for 4 weeks or for 10?
10. Yeah. Wherever they have a shortage of nurses in ICU, so so I travel there and I stay there for a couple of weeks or 1 month. Then come back home, then do another place.
And what is?
As a flexibility for mainly, it helps me more flexible time. Then I can be, I can do more traveling. I can do more about the music and art, so I can spend the weekends in the chanda lessons, so it's helped me to.
Yeah. Okay, now we are just talking a little bit when this break coming from India to come here.
Yeah.
What did you miss most when you came here from Kerala, from India?
I miss my family, mainly my food, my family. That's the main thing I miss. Otherwise, the socio-cultural, economic, everything is better here than UK, in India. So I'm happy with all other things. Only I miss my family and the tradition and the cultural activities. It's haunt you whatever where we born, and the surroundings. The, so that's the only thing I miss.
And how did you start your social life here in this country?
I joined when I come here. I find the Malayali community here, so I started the Kerala Malayali community. It's to join with them, and that's what I started to I can see more people there, and we always get together there. Compared to Kerala, India, we have more opportunity to meet here, and we have they always tend to do the traditional form of art forms and art forms and music and here compared to Kerala. So I find myself it's a source of to like it reflects my back home, my childhood. So I enjoyed being with the community.
And what about generally about your friends and colleagues? Do you manage to make friends from your colleagues or from your new environment?
Yeah, I mean, in the community or from the work.
Yeah, both.
Yeah. Because since I started my career as a self-employment, I didn't have many friends because I work in different places every week, every month. So I don't have many friends in my work from my workplace because it's not a regular job, regular basis. So I make my friends in the community. So I spend like a weekends with them and spend during my activities or cultural activities. That's what I make my friends from the community.
All right. And you already mentioned that you got involved in the music again.
Through the Malayali community, I had an opportunity to learn the chenda and the Lathalam. So one day they offered that we got a master coming. We have a master here from Kerala, so he can teach you or he can do lessons. So I thought, okay, I can join. That's what I dedicated to Saturday to the chenda lessons. I don't take any work in Saturday. So that's what I started. It's a big opportunity for me to back to my olden days, childhood days. It reflects my memories. Yeah.
So you play chenda and Elathalam.
Yeah, I started in chenda, then I changed to Elathalam later. So now I am mostly playing Elathalam.
Why do they like this?
Yeah, that's that beats the beats. It's a fascinating beat. So it helps me, because I'm a dancer. So that music and the beats gave me the rhythm. So I forget everything. Actually it's a de-stressing from my job, and it's a get together all the time. So we are together all the time, and we do 20 people. We do the melam and we do the performance. So it's actually it's cherished me for my life. So
describe the group. Who are the members of this group, and why are they there, and what is the atmosphere there?
Yeah, every Saturday afternoon we do the play, and it's 20 people, around 20. So the master will be there around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So we started our lessons. So we have a week in between chenda and Elathalam. So I think the ladies, four of us doing the Elathalam, and 2 of them doing the week, and the others doing the chenda. So initially I started with the chenda, but I'm not people interested in the Elathalam. We don't have many people, so I joined the Elathalam as well. So it's that 2-3 hours, the practice section is take you to different level, different world. So you forget everything about your the stress activity, like you're doing or do stress due to the work and home. So it take you to the rhythm of world. So that's the reason.
And how does the teaching works? How does the the
The teacher is,
master?
yeah, the master is very friendly, not like back home, what have my childhood experience is different.
He was not
So,
beating you.
no, it's not beating. It's not me. Take your time. Give it time. That's a way, I think that's a difference in India and here. We learned everything in a capsule form. In back home, when you come to the stage, you have to be learned for many years to come to the stage. But here, it's like a capsule form, and he's very patient as well, because we are old. We are not like a small child, so it's very hard for us to learn. So he is very good, and we have a good patient to us.
And how is the teaching method? How does it work?
Um,
So the teacher comes in, the students, they sit on the floor or stand up, or
we sit on the table with a form of like a chenda, and not chenda. Sometimes we use with um, wooden table, like. So we start with like that. Then later we do the practice in chenda. So that time, he write in the board what he's going to teach today. Then he will explain to that why what is the story behind that, and the talam, how you going to be learn, and where do you need to stop, how do you start, everything. So he explained very well before the then he do the lessons first before we starting it. Then he do himself, then we start to.
so he plays it and you
Yeah.
copy.
Yeah, you place it first, then he plays it first, then we copy that.
And how long is usually the training session?
2 hours, 2 3 hours, 2 hours. We have breaks in between, so it's 2 hours. It's like a moreover like a get together. We laugh in during the time. We have, we tell our stories, and we laugh. We tell about we talk about the different melams in back homes. The how do they play. We meet sometimes. They bring the famous artist to meet us. So it's a Malayali community. They given an opportunity to meet others. So how do we know that?
And who are your colleagues there? What kind of people are there?
They're all from my friend. They're all from my community, my friends. We used to get together a long time, long time ago. So it's like they all coming. They all interested to do the chenda. So they started to come to the Saturday class.
And we have not talked about what you're doing there. What kind of music do you perform there?
In the I do mainly in like a elathalam, like a Singari Melam, and we start with with Panjari. Then because of and all the columns, and that's what we started to learn. And when you ask to do such stage performance, we do like in the simple form, because the mixed crowd, and we don't not like a back home here. People not they don't know the background of the chenda. They don't know completely about the chenda. So we have to do in the simple form for the audience.
And also, it's very extraordinary. You're a woman there, so it's I have been in Kerala. I have never seen a woman performing Mela.
Yeah. In here also we have in 20 people or 18 of men, and only 4 of us or 2 of us, only 2 ladies. But yeah, so it's a form of it's a form of art. The rhythm, I like it, so I joined with them. So they're welcoming me, so it's fine. So I really enjoy with being that group.
Okay, and you also perform sometimes publicly in.
Yeah, we do have a lot of stage performance here on the Onam time, in the festival time, and Deepavali, Onam time. So we do have a lot of stage performance, and not only that, believe or not, we do in outside UK also. Sometimes we travel outside UK in other countries to the performance, like Russia, Austria, USA, Morocco. So, so the Malayali community in that in that country, they call us to do as performance. So we go and do the performance there.
And what do you think? You know, in Kerala, there are it's a huge professional community.
Yeah.
Playing Mellam. How you feel? What you're doing here? What is happening there when you look at the pictures of Perumanam Puram or Trishur Puram?
I think if it is in back home, it won't be able to do. For me, as won't be able to do the stage performance because it take many years to take you to the stage, as I said before. And people taking everything for granted there. You know, like we have a lot of schools, we have a lot of opportunity there to learn every day. But when you come to UK, you have to push yourself to find the place to do your cultural activities. So yeah, you know, you have to take yourself for the in the week. Most of my colleagues and we won't get Saturday days off. So, but I'm luckily I get Saturday day off, so I can join with the lessons. So that's a big difference I find. Then I told you that's like a capsule form we learn here, so we can easily perform as a simple form to the audience. So we get many stages here compared to India, and here our community is more concentrate. Our community is more concentrate or wherever we get an opportunity, we perform our traditional arts. So that take us to back home an old, you know, like a nostalgia feeling of the childhood, you know, the beats and the music.
And also a difference in Kerala, most of the musicians come from a specific community, like the Ambalavasi community is related to the temple. How is it here?
Yeah, here we don't have any difference like that. I don't think the community is a big issue here. Those who are interested in the music, you can come and play. So that's what I found here. It's not like back home only it's for the Ambalavasi or for the Hindu communities. Because I didn't get a chance, even though I was in India, I didn't get a chance to learn the chanda. Because I'm from a Christian community, because I'm not, we're not, even though my parents are fine, they're okay, but I didn't get a chance to learn that time. So I got an opportunity to come to here when it's come through, that's what I learned. So it's very...
Yeah, and generally, what is your relationship today after 18 years in this country?
Yeah.
What is your relationship to Kerala today?
Today I'm part of I think I'm part of the UK mostly. Like, you know, I only go for holidays back home. Then I still remember when I go holidays because my parents still there, and you know, my childhood memories, my nostalgia take me to back there. But it's my second home. Always, you know, to come back to UK, to where I can, you know, where I can develop my passions, my skills. You know, it's like a home. So.
And how do you see the social life there? You mentioned already there you have more freedom here. Do you see?
Yeah, it's the social life is very bad, still very bad in back home. Like we can't go out after 6 p.m. Last time I went to the holiday, and my father told me if you come home at 6 o'clock, you can't go out after 6. So because of the situation at the moment there, they don't want to get any trouble. So that's what they asked me to, you know. So like I think the freedom is getting very. I think my part is not getting the best. It's not getting better. It's getting very bad. So that's what I prefer to stay in my life, to stay in UK than in India.
Do you think it's getting worse because despite all this education and everything, everybody's educated, and what is the reason for that?
I think what I know is I don't think they like the changes. Still people are worried about others. People are thinking about others. So I don't think so. I know we are very educated, and you know, people are going out. You know, people are going work in other places. But when you come back to India, you have to I think it take a while to change. I think it take 20 years to change India to be like UK.
Maybe you're also talking about the role of women, you know, possibly that's also a reason, possibly, that you are a woman, not a man.
Yeah, the reason the mainly woman, because you know the mainly the political, we don't have any political, because I'm a middle class family, no political support. If anything happens, if anything goes wrong, we don't have any support from the government, or we don't have any support from the public. Why you go out in that time? That's what the reason they ask. They don't see is like a to protect everyone, to be, you know, to be kind, to be enough to everyone. They don't see that point. So I don't think so. I don't know when they're going to be good. Or
okay, coming back to this country now, you perform in your Malam group. What is your wishes for this musical activities?
You know what I said, I don't know, I'm not seeing any, you know, like a vision or anything. I'm just like to be part of the Malayali community, enjoying every weekend in my that 2 hours. So whatever we have an opportunity to perform, we'll perform it, and I'll continue my practice, my lessons in that Elathalam. We have to learn loads. We only have 4 or 5 years. We are in the, so we have to learn more about the Elathalam.
And would you like to have further performances, live events and stuff?
Yeah, if you have an opportunity, we'll perform. We'll continue. At the moment, I'm planning to continue as it is. So if you have more opportunities, we'll perform. Depend on my instructor and the provider. How are you getting to the practice in every day, every weekends?
What about your wishes for your personal life here?
Just want a peaceful life. That's it. Yeah. So continue my job, because I still my job as an ICU nurse, and along with that, I'll continue with the cultural activities, whatever the opportunities comes.